You know those mornings when you wake up exhausted and your first thought is, maybe today I'll just skip it all. That was me the other day. Our Mr. Cat had kept me up all night long. After refusing to take his energetic self outside all winter and becoming incredibly fat, honestly, like a big fat badger, his energy seemed to wake up that night. He paced under the bed, over the bed, scratched the furniture, took bites out of the plant on my nightstand, and leapt across the room like a wild animal finally set free. My sweet Ty, he sleeps with earplugs, so he didn't really even notice. But me, I literally got zero sleep. And our sweet little bird, he co sleeps with us. He was up all night too. And by the time my alarm clock went off, my head was already spinning and pre writing how the day was going to completely suck. And my mind, it went straight to sabotage. Skip your journaling. You don't need lemon water today. What's it really going to hurt if you miss one day of bind, remineralize, and balance CBD? That voice was loud, but I've learned that voice is not my truth. It's a tired, protective part of me that thinks skipping the things that support me will somehow make the day a little bit easier. And here's the hard truth. When things are hard, when we are tired, when life feels heavy, that's when we are most likely to sabotage our growth. It's also the exact moment that matters the absolute most. Welcome to Follow Your Gut. I'm your host, Juniper. If you found yourself here, it means you're ready to unlock the happiest and healthiest version of yourself and step into your role as the most confident leader of your family's wellness. Together, we'll navigate the path to optimal health and vitality. Let's dive in and transform your life. We make 35,000 decisions every single day. You heard me right. 35,000 decisions every single day. I know what you're thinking. Juniper, how on earth could that possibly be? This is not an exaggeration. It's from a study by Dr. Joel Humans, a behavioral science professor who studied the mental toll of decision making. 35,000 decisions. No wonder we are all exhausted. We are drowning in decisions from the moment we wake up to what we eat, what we wear, when to answer that message, what to say, what to skip, what to push through, where to turn. Should I pass that slowpoke in front of me? Oh, probably not. Looks like someone is oncoming. No, I probably have time. We go back and forth, back and forth. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted just thinking about all the decisions we make every single day. When you are a mother, oh my gosh, it's even bigger. It is nonstop. And when we're already tired or overwhelmed, when we ourselves are sick or we're caring for our child who's struggling with symptoms, decision fatigue hits even harder. Of course, our brains want to take shortcuts, but healing, growth, and momentum, they live in rhythm. And on that morning, I told myself, this is what I do every single day. I don't need to decide. I don't need to negotiate. I don't need to exhaust myself with internal debate. I've already chosen who I'm becoming, and I just need to show up for her. And you know what? That day turned out to be a pretty beautiful day. Not because it was easy, not because I wasn't tired, but because I didn't give in to the sabotage. That decision shaped the next day and the one after that. This is how we rewire our bodies. This is how we heal. This is how we thrive, by showing up on the days we'd rather hide and trusting that consistency is the shortcut. So, how does all of this relate to our gut health? Here's the science behind why this matters so much. Your gut and your brain are in constant communication. In fact, through your vagus nerve alone, hundreds of millions of signals are sent back and forth from your brain to your gut every single day. It's a nonstop conversation. And when your gut is imbalanced with too much bad bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, or parasites, and with too little good bacteria, that conversation gets noisy, confused, and very overwhelming. It triggers anxiety, brain fog, cravings, even that mental spiral that whispers, I can't do this today. And this communication goes both ways. All of that internal debate, the decision fatigue, the stress of trying to hold everything together, it sends signals right back down to your gut. And that stress disrupts your microbiome even more. Do you see this cycle? It can be so hard to break, especially when you don't even realize you're in it. So, how do you know if your gut is out of balance? The truth is, unless you are intentionally nurturing balance every single day, you likely have some level of imbalance. To study published in Cell in 2021, this is one of the most respected scientific journals in the world. It analyzed the microbiomes of people across the globe, from industrialized cities to remote traditional communities. What they found was staggering. People living in modern industrialized societies, so that's me and you, had lost nearly 40% of their microbial diversity. What this means is that the very microbes that support our immunity, our digestion, mood, and mental clarity, they're simply missing in almost every single person living in the industrialized world. And it's not because we're doing something wrong. It's the world we live in. Our soil has been stripped of the good microbes through industrial farming. We are exposed to pesticides, antibiotics, plastics, chlorine, mold, heavy metals, medications, stress, processed food. Even the air inside our homes can disrupt the balance of our microbiome. So, if you or your child are facing symptoms, mood swings, fatigue, restless sleep, anxiety, skin issues, or chronic infections, you are not alone. Your gut is at the foundation of this. This is why I am obsessed with gut health. It's why I've recorded almost 150 episodes connecting every part of our health, our energy, our sleep, our mood, our hormones, our symptoms back to the microbiome, because it is the foundation. And this is why you are here, because something deep in you knows that this isn't just about symptom relief. This is about taking your power back. This information is empowering you to actually stand a chance at living your most thriving life. And not just for yourself, for your children, for your future, for everyone around you, for future generations. And here's the most empowering part. Every time you choose to nurture your gut, even on your hardest of days, you're restoring that inner ecosystem. You are calming your nervous system. You are strengthening your intuition. You are lifting the fog and clearing space for your truest self to lead. I want you to leave this episode with an action plan. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down your list of non-negotiables. These are the things you do every single day, no matter what. And not because you're forcing yourself, but because they are the foundation of the life you're building. On your hardest days, they become your anchor. I'm going to share mine just to inspire you. This is not a prescription. Please don't feel like you have to copy mine step by step. This is simply what I've found supports me in staying grounded, clear, and in alignment with the woman, the mother, and the leader that I choose to be. My day actually starts the night before. At the end of the day, I take 15 minutes to get myself ready for tomorrow. I put my towel, yoga mat, leggings, and tank in the bathroom. I cut a lemon and leave it next to a clean, empty cup. I make sure the house is tidy so that tomorrow I'm not starting in the negative. My mornings start really early. I wake up at 5 a.m., hours before my family, because I know I need time to ground myself before I'm in full mama mode. I drink my lemon water. I dry brush with the Pathway dry brush. I take a bath, and I'm sharing a little secret here with you. Soon I'll be launching a new product called Soak. It's a magnesium-rich bath salt blend that I've been working on for a long time, and it's been a beautiful part of my morning rhythm. After my bath, I journal, I meditate, and I do a short yoga. Oh, and I forgot one part. I crank up the heater. I turn the bathroom into like my own spa. There's a very dim light in there. It's very gentle. Nobody can hear me. I'm not going to disturb anybody else's sleep. I feel like it is my own sacred place in the morning. Once I'm done with my whole bathroom routine, I go outside. It doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, or sunny. I either go for a walk or a run. Sometimes I go in silence so I can really hear my thoughts and receive clarity. Other times I listen to a podcast just like this to feel inspired and supported. I then take a moment to connect with our horse and donkeys. I let our chickens out and I ground myself in our beautiful nature. Then it's almost breakfast time. I check in with Ty and each one of my kids, and we take our bind, remineralize, and balance CBD. During breakfast, we say what we're grateful for, who we love the most. Every one of us says, I love myself the most, because that's where love really has to begin. And I want to normalize this self-love for my children. And then we share something that we are really happy that is happening for us. We jump into collective cleanup, homeschool, a lot of time outside, and movement. Some days we have snowboard team or climbing team. And then in the evening, we sit down for dinner all together. We each share something that was hard about the day and something that went really well. We all clean up after dinner, get ready for bed. We take our cleanse and our nourish, and we do our handshakes. Then we read a book out loud. My two older babes head up to their beds to read their own books for a little while, and I read my own book while I snuggle my youngest two to sleep. Then I journal a little bit again, just a short check-in with myself. I don't look at my phone once I've laid down. And one of the most important non-negotiables of all, I go to bed between 8:30 and 9 o'clock and wake up at 5 a.m. That's my rhythm. That's how I protect my sleep, my microbiome, and my energy. I want to mention really quickly here that even though we are not actively rebalancing right now in our family, we still take bind, remineralize, cleanse, nourish, and balance CBD every single day. Why? Because our mission in our family is to stay in balance. I want to protect my family's gut-brain connection and remove as many obstacles from our brains and our overall health as possible. That clarity, that grounded energy, it's not an accident. It's microbiome supported. It's very, very intentional. And when it comes to food, I don't make decisions every single day. I already know what we're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every day of the week. Our breakfast, lunch, and dinner themes are already set. Monday, for example, our dinner theme is Mexican Monday. I don't reinvent the wheel because I don't need to. Every meal is chosen with intention to nourish our bodies and feed our good microbiome. We have a set theme and I stick to it. This is what it looks like to trust the process, to remove the guesswork, to show up, even on our hardest of days when we need it the most. So write your rhythm, even if it's just 3 things, even if it's different every season, but get clear. Put it somewhere visible, your non-negotiables. So when your brain says, I'll just skip it today, you can say, nope, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is who I have chosen to be. I've already decided. Your future self is being built in the small moments, on the hardest days. And the truth is, your dream life is already forming, one clear decision at a time. Thank you for joining me in today's episode of Follow Your Gut. If we don't know each other, I'm Juniper Bennett. I'm a homeschooling mama to my 4 children, a dedicated microbiome specialist, certified family health coach, author of the Microbiome Cookbook, and the founder of ōnlē Organics, a supplement and education brand focused on women and children's gut health. Make sure to subscribe to the Nourished newsletter so you never miss an episode. Along with everything else mentioned in today's episode, there is a link for you to subscribe right below in the show notes. Lastly, it's important for you to know that the information shared on this podcast is based on my personal experiences and research. Please always trust your own inner voice of wisdom and your healthcare professional. Until next time.